Hello, my name is Belle and welcome back to my gaming channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Cyberpunk 2077 and giving my first impressions as of playing the game for about 10 hours. I also wanted to go a little bit more than the surface level, it's great, you should totally buy it, and really talk about the gameplay and the different aspects of the game, the characters, the plot, and things like that. So that's what this video is going to be, but it's not going to be super formal. I'm kind of just going to be casually talking. So the first thing that I, of course, wanted to bring up is the driving in this game, which is something I am constantly roasted for every time I play. I struggle with driving in all games, not just this. Mario Kart, forget it. I am literally the actual worst at that game. The highest place I've ever gotten, I think, is 5th place, and that is only if I get the magic bullet every single time, and the other people in my game wind up getting all those mushrooms thrown at them, or whatever they're called. I'm terrible at Mario Kart. So driving in this game is something that I expected to struggle with, but I'm actually improving. Once you practice, and this is true with pretty much all things, but once you practice driving in the game, you kind of get the hang of it, and as long as you don't drive too quickly, I think it's something that you can be tolerably good at. Also keep in mind there are pedestrians and traffic and lots of gangs, so be on the lookout if you're on them streets. One of the most unique parts of the game is the hacking and cyberware aspects, and scanning is a huge part of the game, and it basically allows you to hack into nearby tech and learn about your enemies and your environment. It's extremely useful, but it can be difficult to use at first. I definitely struggled to navigate it when I first started playing the game, but after a couple of hours of practice, I got the hang of it, and now I'm starting to actually use it in combat, and I found that it's really, really helpful. So if you're really struggling, then look around in your environment for computers or other things that you can scan. It will also show you if there's explosives, so maybe you can shoot some explosives if there's enemies near it, or you can distract your enemies. Again, it's super helpful, and don't forget about that because it's a very useful part of the game. But I also wanted to say, don't be afraid to turn down the difficulty if you're struggling. There are lots of new and unique parts of this game, and it took me about 10 hours to get used to it and to really feel comfortable navigating the world. I think that turning the difficulty down is something that I felt a lot of shame and stigma around, because I feel like gaming culture can kind of be toxic, and everyone's focused on playing on the hardest level with the most difficult mods, otherwise you're not a true gamer. And that's something that I had to let go of in order to let myself have fun and play the game. It sounds like I'm being over dramatic, maybe I am, but it was something that I felt a little bit ashamed of. But now that I've turned the difficulty down and I'm able to actually play the game and enjoy the game, I feel like I'm learning more and I'm doing better, and now I will be able to turn the difficulty back up to a more difficult level and be able to sort of learn more while the game is easier, if that makes sense. And this game is not really a first-person shooter, but it does have very similar aspects, such as the fact that it is a first-person game and shooting is a large part of it. I know there's a lot of other factors and things that go into the gameplay besides the first-person shooter aspects, but it is also a large part of the game, and it does play a role in your ability to complete tasks in the game. So that's something to keep an eye out for, and if you are really struggling, turn the difficulty down or do some tutorials until you're sort of able to get a little more practice and then get better at the game. For plot, I was pleasantly surprised that you can create your own character. I usually don't like playing as a set character in games because I love role-playing games, and I like to create my own character and imagine their entire backstory and their personality, which are things that you can't really do if the game is already giving you a character. I also don't like playing as a man, and unfortunately with most games, if they are giving you a default character, it's usually a default to a man. With a few obvious exceptions, I know Tomb Raider exists, please don't come for me in the comments. This game is very interesting because the characters feel rich and developed, almost like they're from a TV show or a movie rather than a video game. I felt genuinely sad when a few of my characters died, and the voice acting really helps to draw you into the game. Keanu Reeves is wonderful as expected, and I actually liked his acting better in this than in any movie I've ever seen him in, which was very surprising for me. I would highly recommend this game, especially for anyone who liked Fallout. I think that's the closest game I can think to compare this to, and although personally I wasn't a huge fan of Fallout, I do love this game. The world is immersive, the characters are complex and feel real, the gameplay adapts to different playstyles very well, the plot unfolds in a way that feels natural and yet also exciting. Though this game does fill me with unbridled rage, it's sort of like a pleasant rage that motivates me to keep on trying. I'm going to be playing this game exclusively, or at least I'm going to be playing this character exclusively for my gaming channel so that we can experience the world together and watch the plot unfold and the character develop. But I think I'm enjoying this game so much that I'm going to have to create a second character for when I'm not streaming so that I can still enjoy and practice playing the game. If you are on the fence about getting this game, I would highly recommend it. I understand $60 is a lot of money to spend, and people, Christmas is coming up and you might not be wanting to spend that much money right now, and maybe you're waiting for your next payday. I totally get that. But if you're thinking like, maybe I'm not going to like this game as much as I think I am, I would recommend just getting it. I was kind of thinking that I would like the game, but it wouldn't be my new favorite. I was like, this is no way going to be the next Skyrim or anything like that. And honestly, I'm actually liking this game a lot more than I thought I would. I'm not going to say it's my new favorite game, but I am going to be playing Elder Scrolls a lot less while I'm playing this because this is something I'm having so much fun with, and it's so different from anything else I've ever played before. So if you are interested in watching more gameplay for Cyberpunk, then definitely follow me on YouTube and Twitch because I'm pretty active on both accounts, and I will be playing a lot of Cyberpunk 2077 within the next few weeks. Elder Scrolls, maybe I'll throw in a little bit here and there, but for the most part, I'm going to be sticking with Cyberpunk because I'm having so much fun with it and it's a brand new release, so I gotta, get my money's worth and get as much out of the game as I possibly can. I want to say a big thank you to everyone who hangs out with me in my streams, interacts with me, leaves comments in the chat. It really means a lot to me, and I love being able to stream because it allows me to build a sense of community and interact with people live rather than just responding to comments. It's a completely different experience, and I'm having so much fun building community and hanging out with all of you in my streams, and I really appreciate all of you who are supporting me in that way. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you would like to see more gaming content in the future, then let me know what kind of games you would like to see me do next, or if you have any special requests that you want to see me do in Cyberpunk, also let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys, as always, so much for supporting my stream and helping me learn about this wonderful gaming community that we have on Twitch and on YouTube. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my next stream.